What are your main takeaways from the speech, and how do you see it being able to chart this new way forward, together for Singapore, our people and our companies?
You can't really look forward without taking stock of the last 2 years. But certainly speaking from the standpoint of the businesses, they were forced into change in a big way. And they were forced to transform and capitalize on the opportunities for growth. I think that's a very significant signal. There was a point about inclusion. There was a point about a more sustainable future. I think it's not all about business, it's also the role that businesses have in the broader society.
As we recover from this particular pandemic itself, we go into a new phase where we now look at how to fortify our resilience and to be able to sustain it over the longer run. It's also about making sure that the balancing of the needs of each sector of the economy is being well taken care of.
I think that the ones who are at the leading edge, those who are much more highly digital, have found that they have become much more international by being digital. We already see in the second year of the pandemic that there's a differentiation. Those who are much more ambitious with their digital plans and outcomes are becoming a lot more highly digital, and we track the performance of those companies. They outstrip the non-digital or the less digital by easily 4 times of their sales performance. So I think it's becoming clear that if you see through that process to realize the benefits of becoming digital, I think it does bear on your business. It gets you to be a more progressive, successful business. They consume data that helps to sharpen the way in which they can operate, manage their costs, the effectiveness of their infrastructure and operations.
There will be a lot more automation, deep tech, the pivots into deep tech, into even more sort of trying to be predictive and preemptive before the problem actually comes up, and therefore you can take preventive maintenance and so on. I think will be the order of the day.
We have seen many companies jump forward, embrace sustainability because it provides them differentiation, because it gets them the contracts. We launched the OCBC SME Sustainable Finance Framework just at the tail end of 2020. And in 1 year, we had a very strong response, even from the smaller businesses, because many of them themselves are the change agents. They are the enablers. They are the ones who are providing the R&D, the consulting, the services in climate change, in carbon, in energy efficiency. So they are helping even bigger companies like us to make that shift.
How we calibrated and how we phased in the carbon tax actually is a reflection of the understanding of what needs to be done in helping companies, giving them time to phase in the transition that is required, the pivoting that's required for them to move on to more energy efficient type of processes itself, to using more energy efficient equipment, and even in the daily processes in which they have to implement, in terms of their working frameworks itself.
I think we can be confident that we, as an economy, as a country, and as businesses have handled it, relatively well, and the opportunities are out there to be seized.
With all the combined support of everyone, I think that it should put us in a good state, and I think we should really have reason to be of good cheer, of good spirit, and hope springs eternal.